Hello. Oh shit, armor. Thanks, buddy. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to put in the little thingy that made the alert thing. There it goes. Yes, sure am. Does that actually give me a new bottle? No. I don't want to buy any of that guy's shit. It did. I just forgot to have the thing up that makes the thing happen. Thank you. So, yeah, the game's a little bit loud. I'm gonna turn it down. It's going good. I get to play this game, which is great. That's always good news. I keep getting unlucky on the Kinstone fusions, though. Everybody's got green ones. I need red and blue ones. Yeah, gonna hit up the Caster Wilds today. It should be pretty rad. Yeah, just kind of running around. We're desert storming it up. All right, I gotta move some shit. There we go. Oh, I forgot to add the. Look at me go! I'm forgetting shit. Let me make it so that the audio happens. Give me 1 second. It's not exactly elegant, but it does the job. So there's like actual background noise happening instead of just pure silence. All right. Here's our guy. Let's see what we got. Tanks take a strong hold. Sure, why not? It can. The view from above. Planes always win. Planes always win. It's already the best one. Dawn in the desert. General Richard G. Graves. Just a guy. Who cares? Satellite dish. USS Wisconsin. Helicopter formation. Mid-air refueling. And the sticker we got is the Congressional Medal of Honor. Yeah, I think planes just always win. They just win by default. I mean, helicopters are stupid. Yeah, planes just always win. If you want to have a fun time on eBay, if you go and you look up patches for like units that do mid-air refueling, they're pretty funny. Oh shit, I need to talk to this guy. Yes. I'll leave that one as an exercise to you though. I can absolutely assure you, though, it is worth your time to look it up. Can't do much here other than grab the heart piece, so I'm gonna do that. And then there's this golden rope here. Drops a shitload of money. Oh yeah, now I can start doing this shit too. So that's kind of the way that those golden enemies work, is that, they, what's the word that I want here? I mean, I can get through if I get small. I can also go up there. But the golden enemies take a lot of hits to kill. But they always drop like a shitload of money all at once. Yeah, I don't know if there's much I can do while small over here. Like currently. No, there is. There's one thing I can do. Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of fun. There's a lot of little things like that in this game. Just like little touches that are just kind of nice. Have I been in here? Yeah, it's just fairy fountain. I don't give a shit about that. Yeah, now that I have the boots, I can... There's so many of these that I can open up now. Some of it is just like nothing like that, but some of it is like very much not. Trying to remember other spots that are like that too. You know what? I haven't grabbed this actually. I think there's one over here too. Oh no, that's something else. But I'll get there. No, I didn't want a big. I wanted to remain small there. I can't do that yet. Okay. Oh yeah. The yellow kinstone piece is a surprise tool that'll help us later. I think when I was posting about going live, I mentioned getting to go to one of my favorite dungeons and from among like all of 2D Zelda this time. And that's that for me is the temple that I'm on the way to right now. It's the Temple of Winds. Don't have the bow, so can't get through there, but you do get the bow here. Just don't remember where. That's where I was. Let's see. This is maybe my only complaint, is that getting through the Caster Wilds the first time is like hard. It would help if I had the shoes and not the boomerang. Okay. So I can't get across there like that, but I can. Yeah, I can't get past that guy really all that comfortably. So this is where I was. Let me take a gander at the map here. Can't go north there actually, but I can. Okay, no, I see where I'm going. Go over here. No, wait, there's the eye there. Right. Can't go that way right now. Not as far as I know. I'll try, but I'm not gonna hold my breath that I can get past. Yeah. Yeah, I can't get past him. That way's a no-go. Maybe I can circle around there. Okay. Yeah, looks like I can actually. I don't know what it is about the Caster Wilds, but every time I go through here, I'm always like, man, how do I get from point A to point B? Jeez Louise. And then I just like, oh yeah, you just go under one of these fucking things. Ah. He's right, I don't. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that's hidden really well in this game. I was actually thinking about it the other day, and I think that this might just be like, might be my favorite like Capcom Zelda. Just overall, I feel like the puzzles and the challenges and stuff are all really well designed. And like, as weird as some of the items are, like the Gust Jar is weird, you know, the Cane of Pachi is weird, you know, like they don't sound like traditionally quote-unquote useful Zelda items or whatever. But I find that the ways that the game has you using them is what I think super interesting. I mean, even ignoring that, in my opinion, I think that they really just like did a lot of really good work as far as making the items consistently interesting in a multitude of situations, and I feel like that's not an easy thing to do. Like, if you look at like the items in like Ocarina of Time as an example, because I think that actually is a very good example. Those gold kinstones, you take them down here, by the way. The statues get happy, they jump, and then they break the rock a little bit. But I just feel like part of the strength of any given Zelda game, in my opinion, has a lot to do with how the items get used. And I feel like this game does like an incredible job on that front. Like like in my opinion and in my memory, like like most, if not all, of the items feel like remain useful, or at least feel that way to me, for like the whole game, and I think that's really important. I didn't want to shoot that arrow. That's another one. Pretty sure I can't go up there, correct. Yeah, I just think it's so important for these games to stay, like, you look at like Ocarina of Time, and like the hammer in Ocarina of Time doesn't fucking do anything once you leave the fire temple. And you can sit here and you can tell me, oh, but you can break the red rocks or whatever, but like, there's like, what, a singular Skulltula behind a red rock. I gotta be honest with you, that in my estimation doesn't really count. Yeah, this guy I actually do want to like bypass here. And like, I'm not even bringing up like Majora's Mask, where they have like, where there are like 24 masks and where like 6 of them are worth actually using, you know? That's kind of a, in my opinion anyway, kind of a separate issue. And you know, it's not me saying like, oh, Majora's Mask fucking sucks. Certainly not my favorite Zelda, but it ain't a bad video game. But I just think that, in my opinion, good dungeon design for Zelda games and games that are trying to be like Zelda, I think has a lot to do with how useful the items remain outside of like the context that you get them. And even just something as simple as like you use the cane of Pachi on a hole and it shoots you up. Like, that's, in my opinion, huge. Like, I think that's like a huge thing that they, I guess, didn't explicitly have to do, but they did anyway, and I'm very, very glad that they did, because it takes all the stuff that you've been doing elsewhere throughout the game and recontextualizes it in a way that I think makes things like notably interesting. And I'm not really talking much about what's going on, but like this area in particular is very much just work your way through the screens. The Minish guy in that hole tells you how to deal with the problems. I'm actually gonna go to the left here first. That's another thing that I really like about how, like, being small is, like, such an important part of this game. This might be wrong. No, it was right, actually. Look at me go. But, it really just... Again, it's got to do with, like, recontextualizing the world around you, you know? Like, you walk around and you see, like, all these little vines and shit and, like, little holes in the ground. And then part of the fun fun of the game turns into trying to figure out how you're gonna get small to get into the little hole or whatever to get like some treasure. And it really just makes the whole game feel like dense. It feels like there's just a lot going on, but it never feels exhausting to me. I'm getting really lucky on the kinstone pieces today. Jeez Louise. Have you noticed how that one immediately ran to go sit in that spot? I actually think that kind of rules, to tell you the truth. Because so far the area has just been, yeah, you gotta go turn him on, but this guy you want to shut off so you can move on. God damn. All right, here we go. I can assure you that this place is peak. Don't get me wrong, that's a lot of work for a key. Sure, but I don't know, it makes the key feel like an achievement to me. I think that's important. I also need to go down there again, but small this time. Oh yeah. Those guys eat your money if they grab you. Gotta wait for this guy to go by. I don't want to deal with him one. I also just generally really like the making multiple links thing is like a puzzle solution. Long time ago, I actually used to do randomizers for this game, and I've thought about picking them back up again, but I'm so out of practice, it's crazy. Right. Alright. Yeah, I'm so out of practice on him. I actually used to do a fair amount of Link to the Past ones because I know Link to the Past pretty well. Oh, you know what? I need shoes here. This is gonna make me a path. I gotta get across quick. Part of me kind of wants to learn how to do Super Metroid so that I could do Super Metroid and Link to the Past at the same time. I think that would be pretty cool. Hang on. Okay, no, there's nothing I can do right here, right now. I mean, if I go south and open up that door with my key... Yeah, I probably should have done that first. Oh well. Alright. Remember how to use the tools I have appropriately instead of just walking headfirst into shit that hurts. Okay, so I can be that one and that one, so I need to put you here. You there. Alright, we are key neutral in this area now. There's nothing I can really do in here, so I won't. Nothing I can do in there either. Unfortunate. There we go. I always forget that you're supposed to go left first. I always go right first. Haha, there we go. The moments fucking rule, dude. It's just like, haha, yeah, you can totally dig out all those fucking walls you were seeing earlier, brother. I actually do want to come back to the entrance. I always forget to get the map here, too. Not that I need it, like, I already went everywhere. But... let me see here. Yeah. Yeah, I do actually want to go through here small again here. There's some small shit that I can do now that I have the moments. Most notably in here. As far as like super crazy randomizers in like Archipelago go, because like I know that you can do some pretty wild shit with it. I don't know how I feel about them, I guess, thinking about it. Just, I feel like that there's a limit, you know? Like there's a point at which, for me, they stop being like interesting, I guess. Because like every once in a while I'll see somebody be like, oh, I randomized together like 80 games, and it's like, brother, if you're not here for all 80 of those games, you're never going to be able to figure out what the fuck is going on. I need to fall down this side, I believe. I believe right. That's all the treasure in here, right? Right, okay. The boss of this dungeon also goes crazy, I think. That's not all the treasure. It's all the required treasure, but leaving little shit like that behind will bother me forever. Let me go grab that real quick. Just wanted more health. This guy fucking rules. Right, right. I require you. Let me out. Let me out. And once he shuts off, you gotta go in there, but you need the moments. Yeah, I just really love how this boss, like, really pushes the mechanics of this game. Because, like, in some games, you'll have bosses that really push the mechanics in a way that is, like, not really fun to actually play. And sometimes you have bosses like this where it's like, having to swap between being big and small, having to switch items, doesn't feel overwhelming. Unfortunately, it's over. We are the tribe of the winds. Long have we lived with the winds. We have mastered them, now we join them. Together with the great winds at our backs, we head for the skies. Those who come seeking our power must play the notes Zephyr teaches. May they lead you onward to the power that you seek. Yeah, dungeon rules. There's actually a spot that you can use the moments here. And I'm just trying to make my way to wherever the hell that is. Why do I remember there being something like that there? Anyway. Don't hurt your brain thinking about it, he says. Yeah, anywhere you see these, you can go in there. Can't get there yet. That's okay. I don't really care too much about my money, honestly. Yeah, those enemies are neat. I really like the little animation that that you get when Link wakes up the hat too. I think that's neat. I think that costs too much. How much do you want for this? Sure. You put anything else there? Just more arrows that I can buy at a time, okay. There we go. Still don't have that one. I should have one of those. You can talk to her to buy some like swordsman things. Like the one I don't have. Unfortunate. I don't have that one. And everybody's got the kinstones I don't have. Unfortunate. Please excuse me, sir. Sir. Please. Sir. It's like the one I don't have. Unfortunate. There we go. Yeah, it's a lot of stuff opens up from here, which is always pretty rad. Haven't been up the mountain in quite some time. Of course, I can go in here now too. Yeah, the ones where they're in the wall are heinous isn't the word I want to use, but it's kind of the correct one. They're really easy to miss. Yeah, you just gotta be thorough when you're running around hunting. Yeah, I didn't actually come up here earlier because there wasn't anything I could do up here. Still isn't, to be fair. Couldn't remember whether I picked up that particular piece of heart or not. I popped in here? Yeah, okay. Just trying to run around and double check stuff for Kinstone stuff. It's important. Don't have any green ones again. Ran out. Everyone really wants to fuse the green Kinstones though. We'll talk to our bomb friend here. Alright. So you actually can that guy can actually upgrade your bombs, but I don't recall off the top of my head how you get him to do it. Let me pop over here. Yeah, I remember that guy was like, oh, I planted a seed, but it's not growing. Alright. That river sure is fishy, he says. Alright, bud, calm down. keep helping these guys out, but I just haven't even been I haven't been over there yet. Oh, hello. You fucker. And your green kinstone. What's wrong with you? Everybody's got their damn green kinstones. Alright. Instead of going back through that cave, I'll just do a little bit of this. Yeah, that one's just on the list of stuff that I forgot to do. Oh yeah. Apart or whole, these two are one. Two lost and broken halves like me and my beloved. I don't know, man. Green kinstone piece, green kinstone piece. I need it. When I returned to my home, a stranger was there. While I was gone, did you break in to practice your thieving art? Even if you rob my home, you can never steal my heart. I don't have that one. Well, I can't help you there, boss. Alright, let me take a... Alright, yeah, there's just a treasure over there, but that's kind of annoying to get to no matter how I shake it. Nothing on the base. Yeah, I can do stuff over there, and it's not too bad to get to. Nothing new in the Wind Ruins. Yeah, I already knew about that. Knew about that, can't do anything about it right now. Nothing there. There's that guy who wants to rent shit, and that lady who wants to sell me shit. Yeah, I can go up there. I do need to go to Lon Lon Ranch for several reasons. Okay. Alright. I think what I will do is I'll go to that one spot up at the castle that I can get to now. Then I'll head down to Lon Lon Ranch, pick up all the shit that I've left her lying around over there. Yeah, they're still just standing there. Yeah, there's a few things I can do over here. Most notable being if I pop into Vale Falls and head this way, there's that treasure there. This has been here for a minute, but it's one of those I haven't been in the area kind of things. Hey. Alright, already been in there, that's fine. Hope I had the right item equipped. Don't have that one. Excuse me, excuse me, excuse me. Hello? Is this cow ever gonna... Okay, you moved, but not where I needed you to. Okay, thank you. Jeez Louise. I just want to pop up here to See if I can fuse with the pink tingle up here. Ankle is his name. I cannot. Yeah, fuck that sign. Nah, so where are you actually... The way that you're actually supposed to make forward progress here is by going up there. Temple you can see in the lake. It's the Temple of Droplets. Elder Labari, he's in semi-retirement in the town library. Should be opening soon. Hey, I have one of those. There's actually a plan here. Oh, I fucked up my plan instantaneously. So I need to go around this way. Can you leave me alone, please? Sheesh. So I want to swing over here real quick. I don't think you can actually get up here quick enough to get this on the first cycle, but that's fine. That sounds like I'm complaining, but I'm really not. It's not that deep. Pop in here for a quick little treasure. And I'm actually going to walk out of the Castor Wilds here because there's a thing in the Western Wood now also. And the Western Wood is where you come out of when you leave the Castor Wilds. I knew that there was, I knew I remembered that there was something that you had to dig open in here. It's not much, but I knew it. Alright. So I'm in this area, yeah. Really can't go anywhere from here. Can't go anywhere from there either. That felt kind of smart. Learn to like your like. A good guide to a bad pet. Gorman's guide to good grub. Married to the moblin. Okay. Just the same thing. The books move on their own. Hey, I have one of those. That's gonna be an enemy. Yeah. The gold Octorok is like super fucking annoying, actually. The humans have checked some books out of the library. Thanks to them, none of us can get back to Elder Libari. Nah, I don't have that one. I don't have that one either. Because that's the same one. I swear, everybody has the fucking green point one. I just don't have it. I never have it. Alright. Is there anywhere interesting that I can get to from here, perchance? Yeah, I didn't really think so. Not especially at this particular moment. Alright, in that case, let's get big and, get our little book problem figured out here. Hyrulean Bestiary, gone for ages. Checked out by a girl with a cat. Hey, I have one of those. Oh, that one, yep. Hello. Not too bad, how about yourself? Hell yeah. Okay's better than bad. I'll take it all day long. I have to collect a bunch of books so I can talk to a very small old man. It's important. Legend of the Picori. It's been out forever. An absent-minded scholar. Not exactly. So I'm trying to get to the middle of a lake. And he knows how to get there, apparently. Doctor left. He's very busy. Hang on. You know, one thing I do need to do real quick. I think that winds up being important. Yep. Cross the bridge that spans the rapid flow through the land of the fearsome beasts until you reach the Misty Falls. The treasure sleeps on the other side of the secret entrance. Alright, yeah, this is the part where you're doing this stuff. Yep. Onward to glory. Just don't die. The cats attack you when you're small. I mean, one of my cat's favorite activities is looking around the house for bugs to eat. Honestly, as long as he doesn't find any bees, like, it's pretty much fine. No. He just wants to eat. The way he yells when he's walking around, you'd think he's never been fed before in his life. It's the way he is. He has very, very little interest in, like, human food, though, which is actually quite nice. I mean, I prefer cats myself, but... two of them. My cat does not like to cuddle. He just wants to be involved. That's his favorite thing to do. A history of masks, checked out by the mayor. Inside only. Outside cats are kind of irresponsible. Like, it's just so easy for them to get hurt or sick or lost. And then they're also, like, pretty bad for, like, the local, like, environment as well, because they just, like, kill shit. You know, and, like, I recognize that might, like, you know, if there's a difference between, like, an outside cat and, like, a cat with a job, right? Let me remember. Well, I'm just glad that she came back. I'm not 100% sure I remember exactly what I'm supposed to do at this point, but I'll figure it out. I'm not worried. Like, I remember bits and pieces, you know, but it has been a while since I've played through this game. We've taken my cat outside before, but when we have, he's like on a harness. He doesn't even like stepping on grass, so outside of being in extreme duress, I don't think he'd try to go anywhere. He's kind of ambivalent about the harness. He doesn't love it, but like if he wants to go out, he'll put up with it. We don't like let him decide when he gets to go out. Just because like it's just kind of dependent on whether or not he's had like his like flea and tick stuff. I mean, call me what you will, but in my mind, it's the bare minimum, you know. But he's like, but you know, like the little guy's like a toddler, you know. Yeah, that is pretty goofy. For me, it kind of, with that stuff, it kind of depends where it's coming from. Like, I've imported a bunch of like Gundam models from Japan, and like the postage on those is brutal. If you can't solve a problem, just ram headlong into it. There's your hint. Ooh, yeah, that's... The wonders of Brexit right at your fingertips right there, I think. It's a lot more of a complicated issue, but like... Yeah. Nothing to do though. To be fair, that extra 27 euro is probably a lot less than it would cost to drive out to England. Last time I bought any electronics was when I bought my Switch 2 probably a couple months back. Honestly, like, I wasn't gonna buy one, but then they announced a new Xenoblade, so then I bought one. Yeah, a car is way more important than a Switch. I already have Ocarina of Time twice, personally, so I'm not... I'll probably wind up buying it just because I know myself. But... I have it twice already, 3 times if you count Ship of Arcanian. Oh, yeah, these guys are like... You're supposed to like boomerang these guys or whatever, right? No, no. They do the boomerang. And they're really annoying the whole time. I have no idea. Anyway, I can swim now. Can't get open that at the moment. I mean, I suppose it's entirely possible. I don't know, I feel like, I feel like part of what's excuse me, part of what's given Ocarina of Time in particular such staying power is how like rough around the edges it is, you know, for lack of a better description.
Yeah, yeah.
I've played all of them except for Skyward Sword. I haven't finished Skyward Sword. Frankly, my opinions on them are not positive, for the most part, to tell you the truth. Just the way, like, the gameplay. I don't really care too much about graphics. I've not, but I've heard of it. I'm aware of it. I feel like that's not the first time I've heard that, but don't quote me.
Yeah, yeah.
Not too long ago, I played through that Saints Row reboot, and I actually thought that that was a lot of fun. I'm not 100% sure how to describe them, to tell you the truth. No, it's not gonna help me here. I think the best way to describe the Saints Row games would be like a notably like much wackier Grand Theft Auto. And with the reboot of it, people decided that since the writing was kind of cringe, that they were like woke and therefore bad or something. But it's like the writing's always been cringe. I don't know why you're all of a sudden upset about it. I don't know, it's probably all the same people, all the people who are like, oh yeah, the writing in the Saints Row reboot is cringe. No, you're good, you're good. Yeah, I'm picking up what you're putting down. With the Saints Row reboot, from, like, it's more Saints Row, which, like, is kind of what you want when you got a game like that, in my experience. And, I think people just got mad because, like, main characters aren't, like, womanizing assholes type shit. Yeah, like, I understand that. And, like, the tone didn't change. Nothing really changed from, like, aside of, like, you know, the characters that were in the video game, in the Saints Row reboot. I think that can work in the right game. It's just, you have to have the right game, you know? Have I been down here? I think so, yeah. Yeah, okay. And I feel like that not liking the sequel there kind of makes a little more sense, just out of it being so radically different. I mean, I'd say if you're nervous about it, but you're still like committed to buying it, just wait for it to go on heavy discount. Free is a pretty good price. I can give you that. Yeah. I don't know, I'm just kind of thinking to myself a little bit. You know, the same people who were like, yeah, Saints Row reboot is bad because, like, there's a woman in it. This is one of the main characters. They're probably the same people who spend all day on Twitter and who are, like, trying to convince people online that like playing the fucking Rockstar Defense Force for them charging $100 for the whole Grand Theft Auto 6. Yeah, I feel like I remember hearing mixed things about it when it came out, but like, I don't know, like there's a lot of games that I didn't keep up with so many games just because they didn't interest me for one reason or another. Oh, we already have the big key. It's kind of the same thing with like Magic the Gathering, like I already have one full-time job. Like keeping up with new games coming out and keeping up with new Magic cards coming out is another job. Are both individually another job. And like I just do not have that kind of time. It's not even that, not even like an hours thing, it's just like... Yeah, you know. It's not even necessarily like explicitly like I just directly don't have time. I mean, I suppose if I really wanted to, I can make the time, right? But it's more just like, more just a matter of there being just the quantity of that kind of stuff for me is kind of the problem. I'm not even sure that I would necessarily say that. Again, it's just like, I just don't think that it would be feasible for me to be like intimately familiar with all the Magic cards that come out in a year's time, just because there are so many. Yeah, fair enough. Being judged is no fun. I mean, I kind of just go about my business for the most part, personally. Yeah, I can understand that. Yeah, there's a layer of anonymity with being online. I have to like remember how to do this puzzle because I remember it being annoying. Well, I guess there's just like a certain comfort in the anonymity of being online, and I just kind of mentioned that this I remembered this puzzle being kind of annoying, so I had to like stop and think about what I was doing. There we go. It's awful dark in here. Fair enough. I mean, I've kind of taken within the last few years, I've kind of taken the tack that to be cringe is to be free, you know? Like, I kind of just operate like I don't give a shit what people think of me. I'd rather just do the shit that I enjoy. Like, it's kind of like, I guess my general opinion is just like, I feel like it says more about like someone being judgy. Someone being judgy says more about them than it does me, I guess. Like, I mean, I'm sure that for the most part, you know, everybody's kind of got their thing that they're really into, whether that's games or... Yeah, I mean, a lot of the visuals in this game are, like, you can really tell how much Capcom wanted to make a really good-looking game on the Game Boy Advance. But, most people have something or other that they're really into, whether that's games or like fishing or like trading cards. Hey, that's fine. And like, I gotta be honest with you, I'm not personally a big fan of either fishing or rom-coms, but like, nothing wrong with that. Hell yeah. And like, I don't know, somebody who has to be really judgy about like people liking the shit that they like or like being weird about stuff, you know. Like, that just kind of tells me that they're embarrassed about whatever fucking hobby they have, which is stupid. What's the point in having a hobby if you're gonna be embarrassed about it, right? I remember this particular mini boss being pretty annoying, actually. Yeah, so this is a blue choo-choo, actually. The boss of the first dungeon was actually a green one of these guys, but he didn't have the electricity thing. And the electricity thing just means that you have to do a lot more waiting while you're fighting this guy, and that's what I find annoying about him. Cause like the way that you're supposed to beat the guy is you use the gust jar to suck away like the part of him on the ground there, but you can't do that while he's electrified. All right. There we go. Yeah, I suppose. I mean, I'm just kind of used to mashing, I guess. Done it for a long time. Yep. What's that? Yeah. I mean, I don't think it would be too bad to... Yeah. Yeah, fair enough, I suppose. I don't think it's like... This is too scary, though, I mean... They actually did something like this in Link to the Past also. At least once, if not more than once. Oh, the kinstones. Yeah, those are, you can fuse them with other people to do things. So like, it might make like a treasure chest appear somewhere on the world map, or like open up a path that you didn't have access to before, or something like that. You know, like open up like a little cave. That kind of stuff. I don't know. I just had to like think about it really quick, I guess. Oh, this puzzle I remember being fucking hard. I have to like remember how to do it. Like it's more so just it's less like difficult because of any kind of particular like thing that you have to do. More so just because like ice is challenging. Actually, I want to put the fake one here, I think. Nope. Nah, I really can't put him in the middle like that. I have to be there. It's not something that I did much of when I was a kid. I remember going like ice fishing once or twice when I was a kid, but that's about it. Yeah, I mean, as long as you're reasonably careful. Yeah. I almost feel like you'd have to be a little bit careful because I'd probably fear like breaking the trampoline or like damaging the fabric or something like that. I do know. Yeah, I mean, if you can, why not, right? Oh, for sure. Probably way better that somebody's there ready to roll if something does happen than you know, I have to navigate getting somewhere. No. All right. Well, that's awful kind of him to do that too. Yeah, I want it to be winter again too. I just want it to not be so dang hot. That's all I want. I'm fine with rain, honestly. Yeah, I definitely have had some bad days in recent memory. Oh, for sure. Totally agree. People have asked me before, like, oh, what's... If you could choose, like, how the seasons were set up, what would you do? And I always tell them, like, yeah, I do, like, yeah, exactly. It'd be 5 months, 1 week, 5 months, 3 weeks of, of fall, 5 months, 3 weeks of winter, then 1 week each of spring and summer. Alright, I remember this boss being annoying too. Yeah. There we go. Not especially. Like there are like a few musicians that I keep up with and shit like that, but I don't know, I kind of just don't care most of the time. Madison Beer. The name does not ring a bell at all. That's stupid. There we go. That's kind of how the like idol industry was in Japan for a long time, from what I've been told. Is like people who were like active idols were like not allowed to like publicly date because they'd lose a lot of fans and shit, and it was a whole fucking thing. Yeah, people are so weird about so much of that kind of shit. It's crazy. O young one, child who seeks to aid the Princess of Hyrule. My name is Gustav. I was King of Hyrule countless ages ago. Stand before me. Only then will the path open to you. Yeah. There's that, and then there's like the whole like the dismissive thing to say, which is also kind of like true. It's like these people fucking need jobs. Like where do people find all this time to get mad about celebrities? Like, it's one thing, like, the other thing too is, like, frankly, it's none of my business who any of these people get married to or whatever, either. You know, this is probably the way I'm supposed to go right here. I don't want to go in here just yet. Like... Okay, it's just fairy fountain in here, whatever. I don't know, people are just gonna be as weird as possible about shit that does not concern them in the slightest. Yeah. I can understand that. And like, that's a lot more like relevant to you in general. And some people just need to go outside, man. Put down the... close the laptop, put down the phone, whatever. I don't care. Go outside. It's not that hard. Go for a walk. The internet will still be there when you get back, if it's that important to you. But some people just absolutely cannot help themselves. And I understand that. But at the same time, like... I don't know. So up to the north there is where I'm supposed to go, but I want to do a little bit of other shit first. Like throw that sign. You're good. I mean, like anything, I'm sure that you'll get used to it. Power to him. It's the way that I see it. If Buddy wants to do some backflips, you know, and he can do them. A man can dream, can't he? I mean, that's totally fair. Yeah, that actually is something I do want to look up about this renting side quest thing. So these are charm things. Okay. Yeah, some people just are weird. There's no dealing with that. I mean, some people are just awkward, you know, and there's just no avoiding that. I mean, you gotta do what's right for you, right? Yeah, I mean, that's a little bit questionable. Yeah, I can understand that logic too. I mean, it's part of it is with that in particular, I think like things being solely online, I think it is you know, I think it's probably pretty easy to just not take things as seriously as you ought to. Well, I guess when I say taking them seriously, I mean like serious in respect of like what's the word that I want here? Yeah, I'm struggling to find exactly the word that I want. Yeah, I'm just totally drawing a blank on the word that I want. Yeah. And like at my age, you know, like an age gap of a couple years like that is no big thing, right? You know, I'm 30, so like, if I started seeing someone who was 27, that's fine. But yeah, 17, seeing someone who's 14, there's a lot of maturation that goes on in those few years, and just feels a little, just kind of icks me out a little bit, to tell you the truth. So I completely understand wanting to cut ties with someone like that. I mean, I've had friends who whose parents were like 10 years apart in age. Which is like fine. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, like, 16 years apart's a little, maybe a little weird, but not like outwardly like bad or like actively like notably unpleasant, you know, for someone who's, for people who are like full-ass adults. God damn. Hello. I need to delete some money. Yeah, I totally understand. Totally understand. Yeah, that's a little weird too. Trying to think of any other like minor stuff I want to do because I'm probably not going to be streaming for too much longer today. We are rapidly approaching my bedtime here, so yeah, actually I do remember a couple things here. Yeah, it's just after 10 p.m. for me. And I'm just gonna do a smidge more cleanup here. God damn it, I need to go burn mysterious shells. I really don't want to do that. It takes fucking forever. Looks like I'm going for a little bit longer. This is the one thing in this game that's like really annoying. You have to get all of the figurines in order to get a heart piece. And they're like 130 or 140 of them or something like that. It's very annoying. Yeah, unfortunately, like, getting like 100% in this game is super fucking annoying. I'm gonna call everything except for the last heart piece, the locks behind these 100%. I've done 100% before. I'll do everything else. That's fine. Everything else within reason anyway. Like, I'm not gonna promise I'm gonna get all the green kinstone fusions just because, like, I don't know how many there are and they move around and stuff and it's a whole thing, but how many shells do I still have? 690. Well, it's better than 900 something. Looks like there's 130. There might be more than that too. I don't know yet. I don't know. That's enough dealing with that for now. Let me just go strand for ore in the inn over here. Yeah, like these green ones can be on like anybody. All right. I'm gonna call the stream there for tonight. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for stopping by. Always appreciate it. Man, big stretch. It'll be more Xenoblade X tomorrow. Some more. There's still a whole bunch of Affinity missions to clean up, but we'll probably be doing the next story mission sooner rather than later. Get out of this guy's way, that's rude. But yeah, I'm probably gonna get the VOD uploading and then I'm going to bed. But I had something else and I lost it. Yeah, thank you, you too. Again, always appreciate people swinging by and yapping. As much as I'm perfectly happy being on your second screen or being your background noise. Even better when people swing by and yap. So, yep. Once again, around the same time, Xenoblade X tomorrow. Hopefully, I'll see you there, but no biggie if not. Have a good rest of your night. I'll see ya.